All right, we are back on trail. Trying to relearn how to walk with packs and full bellies. But good stay at the barn hostel. And today should be our last day in New Hampshire. We got about 16 miles. And it looks like the terrain shouldn't be too bad. Weather's supposed to hold out. So right now we're doing a road walk, just a short road walk. The trail goes along. Try to hug the curb here. So anyways, should be a good day, and we'll talk to y'all a little bit later.
Mr. Freeze and I are here at the top, or very near the top of
Mount Success.
Mount Success.
We've been successful.
Been successful.
Last mountain in New Hampshire.
Last one, baby. And look at that. Look at that. Sorry for the wind blowing the camera around, but it's pretty breezy. Man, it feels good to get this one. This is kind of like a farewell from New Hampshire. Great climb. See y'all down the trail.
Joe, we did it, man.
We are done with New Hampshire.
Woo!
Wait, not quite yet.
Yeah.
Now I'm done. You're not done yet.
Yeah, let me.
Get over here. Now you're done.
Now I'm done.
Woohoo! Freeze, you're done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I don't know if I'll ever be back.
All right.
It was a hard state.
We have hiked all of the AT from Georgia to Maine. Now we just have Maine to hike.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what. New Hampshire didn't give it up easy, did they?
No, they didn't. But
Oh man, they threw some good ups and downs there at the very end. So.
there were a whole lot of times where, in my head, not out loud, but on my inside voice, is why am I continuing to hike this trail? Because it was just it was beating me up at times, and I kept thinking, and that one 210, that through hiker, you know, I said, this isn't a trail. He goes, no, a lot of places it's not a trail, it's a route.
Yeah.
You look and you're just going across rocks, and it's like, that's, you know, it wasn't kind of my idea of hiking, but to get through it, it sure feels good.
It does. I'd like to think I take a nap. I'd like to think we're better for it. All I can say is I'm a lot more sore from it. So, all right. Well, we've got about half a mile to the shelter for tonight, and we'll wrap it up there.
I'm gonna go out run the bugs.
All right.
See ya.
All right. It's a wrap up for day 94.
Yeah.
94 days.
94 days.
And we haven't killed each other yet.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We haven't killed ourselves. You know?
Yeah, that too. Although we've tried.
Yeah.
We try. Well, today was a big day, man. We came out of Gorham, out of the hostel, the barn hostel. They dropped us off at the trail, and we were on the trail about 7:05, 7-ish.
Yeah,
something
7-ish,
like that. There were 6 of us that were actually there last night that were heading up the trail. And 2 of them were speedy. That was the last we'll see of them probably. But
Yeah. Christy will probably post that group photo in
Yeah.
one of these videos, so you guys have probably already seen it.
yeah, but if uphill and 2/10, if you're watching, best of luck. Let us know if you make it. Love to hear from you. So anyways, had a pretty good up right off the bat. Some good views, which is nice.
Yeah, some decent views, and the trail actually was pretty good. It wasn't anything crazy, like no giant rock piles and things like that, and everything was pretty well defined. They're a little short on blazes. There was some periods where there's no white blazes, and I got us a little lost for 2/10 of a mile.
Yeah, we all joyfully followed until we realized the trail, this isn't looking too good.
Yeah,
And then we had to turn around and try to figure out where. It just took a sharp right turn with no blazes.
And when we walk back by it, to find the trail, looking at it, you don't see the trail, but if you step up over these 2 rocks, then you see the trail going up the other way. It was weird.
So we ended up doing about 17 miles, but you count that as 17.4.
That's right.
Plus 0.3 down to the shelter.
Yeah.
We need extra credit.
Extra credit.
Yeah. Couple really big milestones today. We crossed over the 1,900 mile mark. Woo! We have hiked 1,900 miles of the AT. Can't believe that. And an even bigger one was
We left New Hampshire, and we're now in Maine.
Yeah. We are in the final state. and it kicked our butts.
So we were so excited to get out of New Hampshire, and put it behind us because of the whites. And we got to the place where the sign was, and it's like, oh great, we're out of there, good. And like, what, 30 yards later, this is rock pile, and Freeze had to take his pack off to scramble down this one section, hand it back down, and David was trying to squeeze through these giant boulders, and we're just shaking our head.
It's like walking to Maine. And New Hampshire tried to kill us before it let us loose. We both took a couple spills there at the end of the day. It's like New Hampshire wasn't going to go without a little bit more of our blood.
Yeah.
So, but luckily no major injuries, and the poles did not get hurt at all.
Been any more trekking poles.
Yeah.
So that
Joe,
was good.
Yeah, Joe's got a new trail named Tripod. He's got an extra
Trekking
pole in his pack. So,
and these other two hikers, the ones that pushed out ahead, they go, "You're really going to carry a third pole?" I'm like, "Yeah, I lost 2 in 3 days because of the stuff that
they don't know
going
you
on.
very well. Yeah. But great shelter tonight. We're at the Carlo's?
Carlo's Cole
See the
COL
lines.
shelter. Yeah, it's a nice, mostly enclosed.
Yeah, mostly enclosed.
And Freeze is with us, and Black Bear is in there trying to get some sleep. And I have a funny story at the end of the day when we hit that last giant boulder stuff, and we're trying to go through. I don't know, was it you or Freeze was yelling, "Black Bear, help us!" Because we knew the shelter was really close by, and he heard some voices and stuff like that. And as we were approaching the shelter, getting near the water, he was kind of starting to work his way sort of that direction because he thought he'd heard some stuff going on. We were just kind of joking around. We're like, "Are you kidding me? These rocks?"
So we really don't know what to expect tomorrow. But tomorrow's another big day. We're going to be in the Mahoosic Notch. And if anybody's familiar with that, they either say it's the best mile on the AT or it's the worst mile. This is where you're climbing under and over boulders. So we'll try to get some videos and pictures tomorrow.
We just got to go try to have fun with it. 'Cause it's supposed to be a nice day. So if it's a nice day and we're screwing around the rocks for 3 hours to go 1 mile, okay.
Yeah. And we got a pretty light day. I think we're only planning to go like 9.5 miles the whole day, just kind of anticipating that it's going to take us a while to get through the notch. And right after the notch, there's what they call the Mahoosic Arm, which is a kind of a steep climb. So we'll have our work cut out for you. Yeah. Didn't want to tell you, but yeah. They say Southern Maine is going to be challenging for us, so that's what we're into. But hey, we did the whites. We lived.
Whites.
We can do Southern Maine.
We can do Southern Maine.
Yeah. We're tough hikers.
Yeah.
We're tough. So, but I guess that's about it. Again, a good day. Like I said, there's major milestones, and we're into this last state.
Yep.
We only have about 282 miles left to go to get to Katahdin, and that's just unreal. So we're starting to look ahead and starting to try to figure out when we're going to get there and how we're going to get home, and all that stuff's kind of starting to come into focus.
But it's kind of, really, it's almost surreal that now we're starting to think about being done with the main part, having this little bit of gap, and then, this part's going to come to an end. Yeah. It's kind of weird, and to actually start thinking about the next phase.
Yeah, the next phase.
To go down to, you'll go to the wedding, I'll go check in at home, and then we go back to Virginia.
Yeah, back to another month and a half of hiking. We get about 534 miles to go when we flip. So, but it's in familiar territory, and so we'll look forward to that as well. Yeah. But for now, we are focused on getting Maine taken care of.
It's the main thing we're focused on.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, he's punny. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, we will call it a night, and we will see you tomorrow morning.
Happy trails.
All right, our first climb of the day for this morning. You can see Washington still way out there, still getting looks at it. This is gonna be kind of cool when we get our first looks at Katahdin.
Yeah,
that'll be kind of neat. But, good stay at the shelter last night. The wind turbines out there, you can see them, but good stay. I think I only got down to like 51, so really comfortable.
Comfortable night.
Comfortable night. And there's 4 of us in there. Freeze, Black Bear, Joe and I. So it's good. Got a light day today. We're only playing about 9.5. Got to play around in the notch for a while.
He calls it a light day, and it is.
yeah. Well, that's what we're hoping. We got the notch in the arm. The notch is the climbing around on boulders, and the arm is steep climb.
You're going the rock jungle gym, but we don't have the climbs today.
Yeah. So it should be good. Look, the weather's gonna be beautiful today. So perfect time to be playing in the notch.
You know what they're saying? The weather it. The weather is here. Wish you were beautiful.
Yeah, he's not talking to you, Christy. Sorry. Or Nikki. Sorry. All right, well, we're going to...
They're saying, not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to move along, and we'll try to get some videos playing around on the notch. Well, Maine's giving us some pretty tough climbs and rock scrambles, but some gorgeous views. We'll get up to the top here. Goose Eye East Peak.
Is this the top?
This is the top.
Man, when is that at the top?
Yeah, that's where we were with the Goose Eye Summit.
Sorry, it took so long. I had to.
Oh, hey.
The gear thing ain't working.
Little rebar action going on here. But I think we figured out it's better to go down backwards than. Look at that technique. Just
Always
style.
try to
What
have
grace.
Point of contact, right?
Yeah.
But I just kind of go with the flow.
Good job, my man.
Ta-da! And he wipes
job.
out.
Yeah. Good job. We are here. We are at the notch. And to start with, in this day of fun, is snow and ice. So this should be good. You ready for it, Joe?
Yeah.
It's Freeze, you ready?
What'd you say? Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Freeze, it'll be perfect for you in here. All right, away we go.
Well. I don't want to throw my poles up because if they go down, I'll be gone. Yeah. I'm going to go up and then. Okay.
Here we go. A little caving going on here.
Into the rocks we
In-
shall go. You could probably film yourself as you go through. We're not sure where to go. Oh boy. There. Up that way? No, I don't see it. All right. Push it. I'll be ready to come back.
Yeah, you might want to if I start falling backwards.
Nope, this is the way to go. All right, David, you come in now. And you build a hand patch to me.
Yeah, quickly gets there leverage.
All right, taking our packs off to get through this one.
Got it?
All right.
There's one.
Okay. Joe demonstrating cave climbing maneuver.
This is a great trail.
Are we coming down off Madison again? What? You can see the blazes that kind of point you in the right directions here. All right, it's a wrap up of day 95, and what a day it was. A day that we will remember for a long time.
Yeah, for a very long time.
Yeah.
Very long time.
Yeah. We only ended up doing about 9.5 miles. Actually, that's what we'd planned to do because we knew that it was going to be a tough day.
Yeah.
And how would you rate it, Joe?
I would say on the Mahoosuck scale, it's for the notch, I would give it a 10. That was a 10. That was really interesting. And on the Mahoosuc scale for the arm, which we had to climb up, I don't want to rate anything negative there. We'll just say it was hard.
Yeah, that was. I'm with you. You know, the notch was, was interesting. It was different. We had some fun with it. It wasn't. They say it's either the funnest mile or the hardest mile, and certainly wasn't either. I mean, I wouldn't say it was funnest, but it was definitely different, and that alone would made it worthwhile. The time passes when it's something that you're really focused on and something you haven't faced before. So from that aspect, it was good.
Yeah, it was. You go into it knowing that you take whatever time you have to. You haven't planned miles, and I'm sure from some of the pictures and video you guys saw, it was interesting. And the three of us would freeze going through there. That made it fun. It isn't something I'd ever want to do alone, but being there with other people, we could kind of laugh and joke and help each other get through it and things like that. And
there were several times we had to take our pack off, and we'd kind of make a pack line. Freeze would get through first, and we would hand all the packs, or Joe would go in, and then we'd kind of pass all the packs through so we could get to the other side. And it was fun. It was interesting. Now the arm, that was a bear.
It was steep,
more like the armpit.
You're just mostly climbing up rock face, 21% grade.
Yeah, 21% grade.
That's hard.
That was just tough. So it beat us up. And so again, the good news is that we
wasn't raining. It wasn't raining
or snowing or anything like that. So some other good news was that, again, we planned it. We knew that was going to kick our butt, and so we decided to pull up short. So it leaves us interesting next couple of days. We've got about 26 miles to get into Andover, and we originally were going to try to push 20 tomorrow, so we'd have short mileage into Andover, but I don't think that's going to be possible between us being worn out today and then just looking at some of what we're facing. So I think
and it's supposed to be some rain coming in too, but if the rain can kind of hold out and we get a really early start, we might be able to do it, because the steep climbs are early in the day. The really long climb, not as steep, is at the end of the day. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So as always, we've got a couple alternatives that we'll try to work. But either way, we'll end up in Andover Friday. Today's Wednesday, right?
Today's Wednesday.
Friday. So we'll end up there Friday night, so we can resupply and get ourselves ready to move forward.
Yep.
We're down to 272, 3 miles, something like that. And so clicking them off.
We didn't tell them the big news on our morning video.
Big news.
I saw a moose when I went to the privy this morning.
Yeah, the early pooper gets the moose.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I didn't get a good look. In fact, I was going up to the privy, and I heard some noise off a ways behind it, and Black Bear had gone out to do something. I didn't know what he'd gone to do. Apparently, he was going to get water, and I thought, is that him? And then I heard this noise again, and I turn and I look, and there's this. I didn't get a clear look, but he was trotting through the woods away from me. He obviously heard me, and he wanted to get away. So
or smelled you.
Yeah, or smelled me. But I'm sure that there's a lot of moose that have seen us on this trip.
Yeah.
And we haven't. That's the first thing we've seen, because they get out of the way.
Yeah. Which we're okay with, because moose are supposed to be temperamental. If you see them, they may come at you for no reason, and there's not much you can do except try to get out of the way.
Get behind a tree.
Yeah. Well, let me show you where we're at. We're at Speck Pond Shelter. So this is Speck Pond, and really pretty.
Might even be some fish in there. We've seen a little bit of popping on the water occasionally, and we're hoping that a moose would come down here to maybe get something to drink for vegetation in the lake.
It's really, I think we said it before, these mountain lakes are just really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what elevation we're at. We're not super high, but in the fact that we've climbed a lot.
Mm-hmm. We're about 3,400.
3,400?
Somewhere in there.
And then suddenly you just have this pond.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. And when you're up on the mountains and you look down and you see them, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to eye to see if I see any moose, any meeses out on the lake, but I don't see any.
I hadn't seen a beaver yet either, so eventually we might get that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wildlife has avoided us. So, all right. Well, we've got most of our chores done. We've got to try to eat dinner tonight. And, I think we're pretty well set in the shelter for tonight. It's supposed to rain, or a chance of rain tonight, and then as Joe said, it's supposed to about a 50% chance of rain tomorrow. So we're hoping it'll hold off. So, but we'll take whatever it gives us.
And work with it.
Exactly. All right. Well, y'all have a great evening. We will see you tomorrow, and we will continue our journey.
They will see us tomorrow.
Okay. You will see us tomorrow. We won't see you, but you'll see.
Wish we could. Wish we could see all of you.
Magic mirror here. Yeah. I see Billy and Ginny. And so, all right. Well, y'all take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Happy trails.